Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, here is your mathematics teacher Muhammad Abdul Said from Pakistan International School, Taif, Saudi Arabia. Today we will continue our lecture number 52 and exercise 3.4. And last time we finished our part number 3 of your question number 2. Here we have question number 2 and part 9. We have to solve it. Solve x plus 5 whole cube, x plus 5 whole cube, and minus x minus 3 whole cube over x plus 5 whole cube plus x minus 3 whole cube. That will be equal to 13 over 14. Dear students, this is your statement and we have to find the value of x. Solve means finding value of x using componendo, dividendo, theorem or property. We have a numerator and denominator. X plus 5 cube minus x minus 3 cube plus x plus 5 cube plus x minus 3 cube. Similarly, from the numerator, subtract denominator. X plus 5 whole cube minus x minus 3 whole cube minus x plus 5 whole cube and minus x minus 3 whole cube. This is 13 plus 14 and 13 minus 14. Remember that I have written this directly and there is a change of sign here. This is minus and here will be minus after subtracting. Now you can cancel x minus 3 cube, x plus 3 cube, x minus 3 cube. And here x plus 5 cube, x plus 5 cube. We are left with x plus 5, 2 into x plus 5 cube. X plus 5 cube, x plus 5 cube is 2 into x plus 5 cube. Similarly, minus 2 into x minus 3 cube, that is equal to 27 over minus 1. 2 cancelled out, minus minus cancelled out. So x plus 5 whole cube over x minus 3 whole cube is equal to 27. Taking cube root on both sides. Remember that if you take cube root, the power will be 1 over 3. So power 1 over 3, they are cancelled out and we are left with x plus 5 over x minus 3 is equal to 3. Because 27 is 3 power 3. So 3 and 1 over 3. Cube root means 1 over 3. They are cancelled out and we will get that answer. Yes, after this, you will shift this x minus 3 to the right hand side. X plus 5, 3x minus 9, 3x and minus x, 5 plus 9, 2x is equal to 14 and x is equal to 14 by 2x is equal to 7. Dear students, this is your answer. I hope that you understood this question. After that, exercise 3.5. Two questions are added. Question number 3 and question number 5. I will choose one of them. They are exactly similar. Question number 3. If y varies directly at x cube. Question number 3. Y varies directly at x cube. Varies directly at x cube and inversely as z guaranteed. Z guaranteed. Combining we get y is directly proportional to x cube over z square t. Dear students, y is equal to k x cube over z square t. This is your equation number 1. Use the set of values to find the constant k. Here we will have y is equal to 16 using values. Y is equal to 16, x is equal to 4 and z is equal to 2. 4 cube, 2 square and d is 3. Here we can have 16 is equal to k into 64 over, that is 24. No, not 24. That will be 4. 4 3 is 12. Yes. So k is equal to 16 into 12 over 64. 16 1 the 6, 16, 64 the 64, 4 3 the. So k is equal to 3. Your equation 1 becomes, dear students, in equation number 1, use value of k here. Therefore, equation 1 becomes y is equal to 3x cube over z square t. That is equation number 2. After that, find the value of y when x is equal to 2 using values. Find the value of y when x is equal to 2. Yes, x is equal to 2, y is equal to, z is equal to 3 and t is equal to 4. X equal to 2, y is equal to 3. Yes, this is 3. So y is equal to 3 into 8 over, what about this? 3 square is 9 into 4. That will be 4 2s the 8. 3 1 the 3, 3 3s the. So y is equal to 2 by 3. Dear students, that's your answer. 2 by 3 is your answer. I hope that you can do the part. After this, exercise 3.6. In exercise 3.6, we have K method. Exercise 3.6. Question number 1. There are two parts, 4 and 6. I think you can do part number 4 by applying the values. I am taking part number 6. Question is, if A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, if A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, then prove that A square plus B square ratio A cube over A plus B, C square plus D square is equal to C square plus D square ratio C cube over C plus D. As you know that A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, it is given and we have to prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. if A ratio B is equal to C ratio D, then A over B is equal to C over D. You know that ratio mean over. Let A over B is equal to C over D is equal to K. A over B is equal to K, C over D is equal to K. We have A is equal to BK, C is equal to DK. Remember that we have to apply these two values, A and C. A is equal to BK, C is equal to DK. Using values here, using values, A is equal to BK whole square plus B square ratio BK whole cube over BK plus B is equal to DK whole square plus B square ratio DK whole cube over DK plus B. Now we can open up this square. So distribute this square on both. B square K square plus B square ratio B cube K cube over B common K plus 1 is equal to D square K square plus B square ratio D cube K cube over D common K plus 1. Dear students, we have B square common K square plus 1 and this ratio mean over. So you can have multiplication but right hand side will become reciprocal. B into K plus 1 over B cube K cube. That will be equal to D square into K square plus 1. Similarly, we will have multiplied this right side is ratio. Ratio mean over. So this is division. Actually, this is division. Division mean you can convert it to multiplication by reciprocally. D into K plus 1 D cube K cube. Dear students, you can check here. B square and D, that is B cube, so they are cancelled out. D square and D cube, they are cancelled out. And we are left with K square plus 1, K plus 1 over K cube, K square plus 1, K plus 1 over K cube. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. This is known as K method. Dear students, I hope that you understood this question. Now we have question number question number 2, all parts were given already and we have finished that. And exercise 3.7. In exercise 3.7, question number 1. The addition is question number 1 to 8. Dear students, we have the surface area A of cube varies directly as square of its length. So surface area A is directly proportional to square of its length. So A is equal to KL square. Dear students, this is your equation. Use the values of A and L to find K and then find the other value. I hope that you can complete this question. I am giving you the hint. Question number 2. The surface area S of the sphere varies directly as the square of its radius. Surface area S is directly proportional to square of the radius r square. So S is equal to k r square. Dear students, you have the value of S and R to find the value of K. After that, you will put the value of K here and using the value of S to find R and using the value of R to find S. So in this way, you can apply your values in this formula and you can complete it. After that, question number 8. The time t required for an elevator to lift the weight varies directly as the weight and lifting depth d, and varies inversely as power p of motor. So it is given that T is directly proportional to weight and depth d, WD, and varies inversely as power P. Inversely means 1 over P, power P. Combining, we get that is T is directly proportional to WD over P. R T is equal to KWD over P. That is your equation number 1. Dear students, you can apply the values in this equation number 1 to find the value of K. First, you will be given P, W, D and T. 4 values, set of 4 values will be given to find the value of K. Then put this value of K here, and then if you want to find T, W, D and T will be given, and you can apply the values. If you want to find P, T, W and D will be given. So in this way, I hope that you can put the value in this formula and find and complete your answer. I hope that you understood this question. Dear students, after that, we have chapter number 4. In chapter number 4, we have partial fraction. Remember that in case of partial fraction, we have 4 cases. First is 4.1, non-repeated, reducible linear factors. Non-repeated, reducible linear factors. So exercise 4.1, question number 3. 3x minus 1 over x square minus 1. You know that the denominator can be written as 3x minus 1 over x minus 1 into x plus 1. This is the formula, in fact. You have applied a square minus b square, a minus b, a plus b. Let by partial fraction 3x minus 1 over x minus 1, x plus 1 is equal to a over x minus 1 plus b over x plus 1. This is equation number 1. Because these are linear, non-repeated factors, so every bracket will have, every variable will have one constant. So for this x we have one constant, for the second x we have this constant. And remember that this is proper fraction. What is meant by proper fraction? Proper fraction means if the numerator is less than degree, the denominator degree, then it is the proper fraction. Numerator degree is less than the denominator degree. So multiplying multiplying both sides by LCM. What is LCM? X minus 1, x plus 1. Here we will have 3x minus 1 over, rather, if you multiply that, dear students, if you multiply this term by this one, these two, they are both cancelled out. We are left with 3x minus 1. If you multiply this by x minus 1, x plus 1, x minus 1 cancelled out, and we are left with x plus 1. Similarly, b into x minus 1, that is equation number 2. Putting x minus 1 is equal to 0 implies that x is equal to 1 in equation number 2. Here is 3 into 1 minus 1, a into 1 plus 1 plus b into 0. Remember that x minus 1 complete is equal to 0. So this is 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 is equal to 2a plus 0 and a is equal to 2 by 2, a is equal to 1. A is equal to 1. Then putting x plus 1 is equal to 0 implies that x equal to minus 1 in equation number 2. So dear students, we have 3 into minus 1, a into 0 because x plus 1 is 0, b into minus 1. Here, x plus 1 is 0. Here, you apply that, 0. Here is minus 1, x equal to minus 1. Here, and here is minus 1. So dear students, we have minus 3 minus 1 is equal to 0 plus b into minus 2. Minus 4 is equal to minus 2b and b is equal to minus 4 over minus 2. Minus minus cancelled out, b is equal to 2. Dear students, your last answer is using values of a and b in equation number 1. Using values of a and b in equation number 1, a was 1 and b is 2. So that's your answer. This is the partial fraction of your question. So in this way, I hope that you understood this question. After that, I am taking another different question. Basically, in part number 4, in the denominator, you will apply the midterm break method. So I think you can do it. And question number 8. 6x cube plus 5x square. 6x cube plus 5x square. 6x cube plus 5x square minus 7 over 3x square minus 2x. 3x square minus 2x minus 1. Dear students, you can check what is the degree of numerator 3 and this is the degree of denominator 2. So you can check the degree of numerator is greater than degree of denominator. If the degrees are both equal, then it is improper. If the degree of numerator is greater than denominator, still it will be improper. Dear students, first of all, you have to convert this fraction into proper fraction. This is improper. By long division, 6x cube plus 5x square minus 7, 3x square minus 2x minus 1. Now with the help of 3x square, we have to make 6x cube. How would you make? With the help of 3x here, you will make 6x cube. So 6x cube over 3x here. 3 to the 6. This 2 cancelled. So dear students, your required is 2x. Here is 6x cube minus 4x here and minus 2x. Take it away because this is constant. So variable term, involving term is written at the end. Check the sign. They are cancelled out. Here will be 9x square plus 2x minus 7. Again with the help of first you want to make first. What do you need? 9x square divided by 3x square, this will be plus 3. So 9x square minus 6x minus 3, change the sign, that will be 8x minus 4. 8x minus 4. Dear students, you can write down this fraction as 2x plus 3 plus 8x minus 4 over 3x square minus 2x minus 1. This can be written as equation number 1. Quotient plus remainder over divisor. So in this way, you can write down your expression. Now the degree of numerator is less than denominator. Therefore, we will have the partial fraction of this portion. Now, by partial fraction, 8x minus 4 over 3x square. No, not partial fraction. First of all, we have to write down the pairs. That will be 3 1 3, and you can write down 8x minus 4 over 3x square minus 3x plus x minus 1. Remember that 3 1 3. Minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2, and after multiplying you will get minus 3. So here is 8x minus 4 over 3x common x minus 1 plus 1 common x minus 1. So 8x minus 4 over x minus 1 into 3x plus 1. Now dear students, we have non-repeated linear factors. Now you can write down, let by partial fraction eight x minus 4, x minus 1 and 3x plus 1. A over x minus 1 plus b over 3x plus 1, that will be your equation number 2. Here you can have, you multiply both sides by LCM. Multiplying by LCM. X minus 1 into 3x plus 1. We are left with 8x minus 4, a into 3x plus 1 plus b into x minus 1, that is equation number 3. Dear students, putting method will be applied here. Putting 3x plus 1 is equal to 0 implies that x is equal to minus 1 by 3 in equation number 3. 8 into minus 1 by 3 minus 4 a into 0 plus b into minus 1 by 3 minus 1. Here x is minus 1 by 3 minus 1 and here 3x plus 1 is 0. We have minus 8 over 3 minus 4 b into 3 1 by 3 minus 3 and minus 1 is minus 4 over 3. Here is 3 4 that 12 minus 12 minus 8 is minus 20 over 3. Bring this term on the other side, it will become minus 3 over 4, that is b. 3 3 cancelled out, 4 5 and b is equal to 5. After that, putting x minus 1 is equal to 0 implies that x is equal to 1 in equation number 3. So dear students, we have 8 into 1 minus 4, 8 into 3 into 1 plus 1 and b into 0. 8 minus 4 is 4, 3 plus 1 is 4a and a is equal to 1. Dear students, using this value of a and b in equation number 2, what about a? 1. What about b? This is 5. And remember that this value will be applied here at the end. Because of this, you will apply these values. So equation 1 becomes 2x plus 3 plus 1 over x minus 1 plus 5 over 3x plus 1. That is your last answer, complete answer. I hope that you understood this question. And dear students, that was your exercise 4.1, question number 8. And you can do it easily. This was an improper fraction. First of all, you have to convert into proper fraction and then solve. I hope that you understood this question and you can solve easily. Here we have exercise 4.2. Only one question is added. 4.3, only one question added. And 4.4, only one question is added. There were 4 questions already in 4.2. And similarly, there were 3 questions given already in 4.3. Now one question is added here. Exercise 4.2. Question number 1. X square minus 3x plus 1 over x minus 1 square into x plus 2. Rather, it is x minus 2. Remember that this is your question number 1. Exercise 4.2. This is the addition. Only one question is added here. X square minus 3x plus 1 over x minus 1 whole square x minus 2. Remember that this is repeated linear factors. Repeated linear factor. Let by partial fraction. Remember that degree of numerator is 2, degree of denominator is 3. 2 here and 1 here. X square minus 3x plus 1 over x minus 1 square into x minus 2. That is a over x minus 1 plus b over x minus 1 square plus c over x minus 2, that is equation number 1. Dear students, in case of repeated linear factors, for every x we have one constant. So this is first x, one constant, this is second x, other constant. Multiplying both sides by LCM. We are left with x square minus 3x plus 1, a into x minus 1x minus 2, b into this x minus 1 square, x minus 2 alone, c into x minus 1 square. That is equation number 2. Dear students, here we have two linear factors. So, by putting method we can find two constants. And the third constant will be found with the help of comparison method. Putting x minus 1 is equal to 0 implies that x equal to 1 in equation number 2. This is 1 square minus 3 into 1 plus 1. That is equal to a into x minus 1. Here is x minus 1 involved, 0. Plus b into 1 minus 2. Again here x minus 1 is involved, c into 0 square. Remember that this will be 1 minus 3 plus 1. 1 minus 3 plus 1, 0 plus b into minus 1 plus c into 0. 0. Here we have 2 minus 3 is minus 1 is equal to minus b, implies that b is equal to 1. So dear students, we have b is equal to 1. After that, putting x minus 2 is equal to 0 implies that x is equal to 2 in equation number 2. So we are left with, we have x equal to 2. 2 square minus 3 into 2 plus 1. A into x minus 2, 0 here. Plus b into 0, this is x minus 2 in 4. Plus c into 2 minus 1 square. This is 4 minus 6 plus 1, 0 plus 0 plus c into 1. 1 square is 1. So this is 5 minus 6 is minus 1, c is equal to minus 1. C is equal to minus 1. After that, we have found two constants by putting method. Now by comparison method, the third constant will be found out. From equation 2, x square minus 3x plus 1, a into x square minus 2x minus x plus 2, plus bx minus 2b. Plus c into x square minus 2x plus 1. Dear students, I have opened this square, multiply the brackets. Now we will multiply constants inside. X square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to ax square. Remember that this minus 2x and minus x minus 3x. So it will be minus 3ax plus 2a. Then plus bx minus 2b, cx square minus 2cx plus c. Here we will write down x square minus 3x plus 1 is equal to, remember that this is x square and x square terms. These are x square terms. So you can write down a plus c into x square, then x term. This is term of x. I have written plus, so minus will be written inside, minus 3a x. Then this is b with x. Here is minus 2c into x. Minus 3a plus b minus 2c into x. Then we have 2a minus 2b plus c. plus c. You can draw brackets or not, it makes no difference because no x is involved here. So all terms are constants. So comparing, here we have comparing coefficients of x square, x and constant. What is that? What is the coefficient of x square? A plus c. And here coefficient of x square is 1. So what is the value of c here? Here is minus 1. So apply minus 1 and a is equal to 1 plus 1. A is equal to 2. Dear students, with comparing of only one term, we got the unknown constants. The second and third term, you have already constant, no need of writing them. So here, you're using the values of A, B, C, using values of A, B and C. What about A? 2, B is 1 and C is minus 1. So dear students, that is your required answer. I hope that you understood this part. You can complete it, and inshallah you will revise these questions and complete in the same method by applying the method of linear, non-repeated, reduced, irreducible, linear factors, non-repeated, and then afterwards we have repeated linear factors. In next exercise we have non-repeated but quadratic factors, irreducible quadratic factors, and the last one is repeated irreducible quadratic factors. So there are 4 methods in 4 exercises, and we have finished so far our exercise 4.2. Okay, Allah Hafiz and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.